And yes, we have run the table. I did see it one time. Yeah, I had to go back and look it up after you mentioned it. Froby and Froby's senior year, we ended up running the table and going 12-0 in the conference. So we run the conference one time.
Okay.
Be nice to do it again, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and that makes sense. Those boys did not lose very many games. And folks, we got to give a shout out to our MVP producer, Max Postgame, who's doing this for the very first time and has figured it out. So Max is about as good a producer as he is a race car driver, is what we're finding out. He's really good at both of those things. And if you want to check us out, Max has got us up and running on YouTube on the WLCN 96.3 YouTube page. So.
Yes, and I've had the pleasure of having to work the PA when Max has been driving, and I can tell you, if you're a competitor, you don't want him starting on the front row because he'll mash the gas and just run away from you. Yeah. Won't you, Max? You see, he gives us a wink over here. Max has been working this winter to get his racing equipment ready and get going this year. But in the meantime, we've got basketball here at Effingham, and we want to give you a word here. The girls, who are 19-6, by the way, I think Max Preps has got them 20-5. That's wrong. They're 19-6. Their game time for tomorrow night, Tuesday, at home against Mount Zion, has been moved up to 6:15. That game time is now 6:15. And I presume that they're trying to account for the incoming apocalyptic weather system that's coming. Now that the Weather Channel has got everybody panicked. Folks, if you wanted to see Armageddon, all you had to do was stop at the Effingham Walmart tonight. You would think the supply chain's been completely disrupted. People are in there buying everything and anything to eat and keep warm. How about you? Are you set for the next several days? Because if you get hit down here, you're going to be snowed home for a while.
You know, my wife was telling me I got to pick up a propane thing for our space heater so that if we do get snowed in and we would lose power or whatever, we've got a space heater. But I'm hoping we don't end up there. We shall see. I'm hoping for a nice cruise to a nice basketball victory tonight and an easy rest of the week.
Let's go ahead and send it back to the station for this timeout. When we come back, we will have the starting lineups. Effingham High School. Well, I'll tell you what, JT, these high school kids are knocking the national anthem out of the park. That was one of the Effingham cheerleaders. She did a great job with it.
Yeah, and I've heard that, I think I've seen some pictures on Facebook that, is it Reese McEwen?
Reese McEwen of the girls.
Does double duty,
yeah.
Right? That's awesome. I never saw a player do that. That's pretty cool, too. And, yeah, it's always amazing what these young kids can do and their talents, and just privileged to be able to watch them.
The Me Realty key is going to be there somewhere. I think our ball handling, being able to handle pressure is going to be another one. We're going to have to hit the boards tonight.
And I would also add, find the Wolf kid. Find him. It's always the key against Effingham.
I'm going to turn it over to my partner, JT. JT, bring us the starting lineups for both teams tonight, would you please?
I'll do my best here. Oh, they're acknowledging Coach Alexander's 900th win, I believe. So that's a nice gesture from
very nice
the fans at Effingham. They've got a nice picture actually on their board. He got his 800th win down here, so that's a really cool gesture from our fellow conference.
That's a nice video. That's a nice video board, isn't it?
Very nice. All right, out for the Railers. First guy out, Elijah Paulus, senior. Number 2, Aiden Gowan. Out comes 34, Peyton Cook. Number 22, Tyler Saucy. Number 24, Jake Biven. Of course, the Railers coached by Mr. 900, Neil Alexander. He's joined tonight on the bench by his son, Greg Alexander, Coach Eric Ewald, Coach Brandon Bird Farmer. Also got Coach Gary Rademacher and Coach J Mack and Coach Zach Dom.
And now let's feature starting lineup here, Flaming Hearts.
Next comes the Flaming Hearts of Effingham. They're coached by head coach Obi Farmer. They are the Flaming Hearts, wearing white, red, and uniforms, I think with some green trim on them. All right, first guy out is Armando Estrada at 21, a junior. Number 10, Garrett Wolf, a 6'1 junior. Number 14, a senior, Ethan Ritz. 6'3 junior, Logan Heil. And finally, they got a 6'1 senior, number 32, Dalton Fox. Jay, what's Effingham's record tonight?
8-13 from what they said on Max Preps, and I think that is correct. 1-5 in the conference.
Right.
They struggled early on. They've been playing a little bit better as of late. Both teams in front of their respective benches. Lincoln in the forest green road uniforms, trimmed in white, numerals in red, trimmed in white. Effingham in their traditional home whites with red numerals. And Lincoln exiting the bench. Effingham still around Coach Obi Farmer. Chicago Street Rentals, of course, our opening tip-off, our tip-off sponsors. Well, I say opening tip-off. We don't have a tip-off other than opening unless we go to overtime.
Yeah, they're one of the only other schools that you see in red and green. I know LaSalle Peru's in red and green. Avon High School used to be red and green. I think they've now consolidated.
Cook and Wolf to tip it up. So Cook, the 6'5 Cook, goes against the 6'1 Wolf. Garrett Wolf caused a lot of problems. I remember here last year when we played Effingham, when we played the Hearts here, and ended up losing, walking out with a loss that night. Tip up, and Cook taps it into the backcourt to Elijah Polis, and the clock turns on, and here we go. Polis, right wing, Biven, inside Cook, up and good.
Great play. Run that play, I think, a couple times. I've done 3 games, and I think that was the same play they ran against Charleston.
That play has worked a lot.
It's already stolen away.
Taps it from behind. Lincoln with the steal. Polis out front. Gowan looks. Out front, Saucy. Effingham looks like they're in a man-to-man. Cook in the corner against Heil. Out front, Gowan. Gowan to Polis. Polis going to drive in. Goes up for the layup. Ball knocked away. Ball on the floor. Still on the floor. And coming out of there with it was Dalton Fox.
Elijah got by his man, and then some help defenses poked it away from him.
Effingham now works it into the front court. Wolf out at the volleyball line. Remember last year, he was not afraid to shoot it from about there, and he made them. Out front to Estrada. Estrada to Wolf. Looking, is running Fox on the baseline. In the corner, Heil. Heil back out front, Estrada. Effingham being very patient so far, kind of spreading the floor against Lincoln, running a 2-3 offense.
And you could see Lincoln's dropping Aiden, the point of our press, down to the free throw line and sort of daring them to try to force it in there. They're out at the volleyball line. You said it, Jay. And they have not really made much movement from there. This might be a low-scoring game if this is going to be the story tonight for Effingham's offense.
Kind of surprised they're just running a 2-3 with running guys on the baseline instead of flashing a guy to the middle.
There's an open look.
There's Fox with a 3. No good. Rebound. Sealed out. Saucy, the good board.
Peyton closed out there. They still got a pretty good look. Fortunate that we got the miss there.
6.5 to go in the quarter. Lincoln up 2-0. Gowan out at the volleyball line, going to take a drive, hands it off Saucy. Saucy, Polis. Polis, Gowan. Bivin tried to spin in the lane, kicks at Polis. Polis, Cook, top of the key. Saucy looking for somebody, goes in the corner, Gowan. Gowan takes his guy baseline, good
nice
move, up and no good. Rebound, Heil. Gowan got in there, nearly got a foul.
Yeah. He made a great little ball fake to get open on the drive, but just couldn't convert the bucket.
Tough to make that layup off the baseline with no board behind you. Garrett Wolf, the long three, no good. Rebound in the corner. Heil chased it down and knocked it off Bivin, I believe.
Heady play there by Heil. Nice hustle play, and sort of was going out of bounds and was able to catch the ball and throw it off at Jake.
And apparently it's flannel shirt night in the Effingham student section.
It sure is. Yeah, I noticed that as well. Every night might be flannel shirt night here at Effingham.
Estrada to Wolf. Bivin hounding him. Lincoln's wings extending, but Gowan staying at the free throw line. That's interesting.
Yeah, he's really Coach Alexander calls this flathead. Sometimes we play this defense, and it's just people think the 1-2-2 has no adjusting, and that's just not the case.
No, it's a very easily adjustable defense.
Yep, and all of our wings and backs are kind of cheating out a little bit too. So, but this is, even for us, he is playing very deep. Like hardly coming outside the free throw line.
Effingham has had 2 3-point attempts, and now Wolf's going to try and make something happen here. Estrada, another three on the way. Didn't get it. Rebound, Heil will sky for it. Heil turns around, up and good.
Great rebound by Heil, and you could tell he's their sort of interior force. He's got multiple offensive rebounds so far.
Hand off to Saucy to Gowan. Back out front, Polis, Saucy going to step into the three. Up, no good. Rebound batted around. Polis tried to bat it back in bounds,
I didn't see it.
And I think it went off Effingham less. Boy, it was a hustle play by Elijah Polis because Cook was battling 2 Effingham guys for the rebound, and Polis came out of nowhere to slap that ball off of somebody.
Yeah, I think one thing to watch here, Jay, is Effingham's being so patient on offense. We've got to keep our intensity up. It's easy to just watch them pass it back and forth and sort of get on your heels. There's a three from Aiden, in and out. Rebound.
Nice board by Bivin, up and no good. Cook tip in, good.
Peyton about had a tip dunk there, it looked like. He got it and just smartly chose to lay it in.
Oh, Estrada's in trouble. Estrada's in trouble.
Oh, man.
Back to Wolf. Wolf's going to have to hurry to get this ball across the line, and they finally do, and Cook nearly stole the ball. Fox into the front court, and knocked away by Polis. Well, we're seeing the deflections again here tonight, JT. Lincoln's defense got some defensive intensity here in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've knocked a couple away. Like I said, we've just got to try to balance being smart, but not falling on our heels with how patient they're being.
Wolf picked up his dribble, and Aiden nearly had a pick on Estrada. Back to Wolf.
Might get a 10
counts on,
yep,
and there it is, a 10 count. Effingham inbounded the ball in the front court, went in the back court, and ended up with a 10 count.
Yeah, just a wall of defense there from Aiden Gowan. His guy couldn't, the Estrada kid couldn't get around him, and went back and forth, and now it's our ball.
Polis out Cook, left wing, out front Polis. Effingham now shows us 2-3 zone. Corner Gowan, out front Polis. Gowan the long three, up and got it. A Chris Coyne State Farm three for Aiden Gowan. Make it 7-2 Lincoln.
Yeah, I thought Elijah was going to pop that, but he found an open man in Aiden, and Aiden shot it in rhythm, and it was good.
Effingham now into the front court. Estrada, Wolf. Again, they're way out at the volleyball line starting their offense. Heil's now posted inside against Saucy. Estrada, Wolf. In the corner to Ritz. Back out front, Estrada. Fox. Fox trapped in the corner. Kicks it back out. Wolf, Estrada to Wolf. And they are being patient.
Yes,
Wolf, 15-footer, good.
Yeah, just methodical game. This is the kind of thing that makes you think about that shot clock discussion that's been happening. I actually think that could be good for Lincoln, but boy, they're very methodical, the Flaming Hearts.
I can see us causing a lot of shot clock violations on the defensive end. Cook with a nice move down the lane. I think Dalton Fox may get called for the foul. Nice aggressive move by Peyton Cook. We're seeing a lot more of that, JT.
Yeah, he's getting more comfortable taking it off the dribble. And, we know he can do damage inside. We know he's got a pretty little jump shot. If he starts adding that to his game, he's going to be the full package.
Dalton Fox, his first foul. Lincoln up 7-4 if you just joined us. 2:43 to go here in quarter number one. And Cook Ball just would not go in the hole, hit the front of the iron, bounced around, and came back out. Peyton had 12 against Decatur Eisenhower the other night, had a really good game. Second one up, bounces around and out again. Gowan tapped it out, and Biven, the smart tap out. Polis grabs it. Saucy, Gowan out of the corner, 3 on the way, no good.
Just
Heil picks up the air ball rebound, a little bit too strong, and it's 7-4 Lincoln. Had a chance to convert 2 points there. Hopefully those 2 free throws missed don't come back to haunt us in the end. Estrada out front.
And Jay, we talked about it on the pregame show, just how teams prepare for us. What do they do to prepare? Do you think they prepared for us to play our 1-2-2 like this? Probably not.
I don't know. It's very, it's different. Decatur Eisenhower had a very interesting game plan. Once they got ahead, they were going to slow it way down and make us chase. And it's kind of similar to what Effingham's doing tonight, but they're behind. And ball thrown away by Effingham. Cook picks it up. 7-4 the Lincoln lead, minute 55 to go. They may be trying to slow it, make it a possession game just to kind of stay in the game with us and see where they're at the end.
Yep.
Saucy out front, Cook. Effingham goes back man-to-man. Polis kick out Saucy. Biven going to kick it back out to Saucy. Thought he was going to drive in. Saucy drives in. Polis 3 on the way. Up and good. Elijah Polis. Chris Coyne, State Farm 3 for Elijah. 10-4 the Lincoln lead. Minute 31 to go.
Yeah, he's swished that one. And again, another good dribble drive and kick. Got an open look for Elijah.
Baseline Effingham. Ritz, the 10-footer, got it to go in.
Yeah, he floated it right over Peyton. And
we're going to have an official's timeout on the floor, so let's go ahead and send it back to the station for 30 seconds. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to Railer Basketball on 96.3 FM WLCN. During a Top Hat Creamery timeout. And JT, any time is a good time for ice cream. Maybe kind of difficult for people to make it up to the Arcade Plaza for a Top Hat Creamery ice cream cone tomorrow and maybe Thursday.
Yeah, I think Lisa, the owner, has a little ice cream truck that she takes out to remote locations every once in a while too. So
yeah, I don't think that truck will be going either.
Yeah, you're probably right. But, man, I tell you what, I haven't been back home very much, but, man, when I do, I got to stop in there. I keep hearing about it and hearing great things. I got to check it out. And, of course, they're a sponsor, so
yes,
definitely got to patronize them.
Hey, folks, don't forget the girls are 19-6 and playing very, very well. They're second in the Apollo Conference right now to Mattoon, and I know Taylor Rohrer would love to have an Apollo Conference title under her belt. They play tomorrow night against Mount Zion at 6:15. That was originally a 7:30 start. It is now 6:15 start. So mark that down on your calendars and come out and support the girls. We'll have it here on WLCN.
Jalen Conway and Cam Nelson just checked in for the Railers.
Biven drives baseline, gets bumped, no call, kicks it back out front. Conway to Polis. Nelson. JT, this is not a combination we've seen, I don't think, so far this year. If we have, I don't remember it.
This is a group that can dribble and pass and shoot right here, though. These guys are all scorers, little offensive line.
Conway, 3 on the way, up, no good. Had a wide open 3, top of the key, and missed it.
Yep, shot it in rhythm. We want Jalen to shoot that shot. He's got to be a threat out there, so we're good with that.
38 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and quickly Ritz, good pass to Heil. Heil lost the ball. Cook went for it. Heil up, blocked by Cook. Peyton Cook with a fine block.
Yeah, boy, they broke the press there, and you don't see that very often, and we got kind of lucky that they didn't convert that. They had 3 on 2 against us. 12 seconds here, Jay.
Effingham in his zone. Conway, 7 seconds to go. Out front, Nelson the long lob pass up to Cook. And Peyton had it, couldn't get it. Peyton on the baseline, got to get rid of it quick. Peyton Polison can't get the shot off. And at the end of one quarter, it is Lincoln 10, Effingham 6. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout. Second quarter about to start. Effingham will have the basketball to start the second quarter, down 4. Lincoln up 10-6. JT, pretty good first quarter by the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, a couple breakdowns, couple shots, but, that's nitpicky. We held them to 6 points. We'll take that. We just got to get going on offense a little bit, and, but I think we're off to a good start. Ooh.
Oh, and they're going to call Conway for the foul on Estrada.
It was some kind of foul. I'm glad I'm not an official. I'll just say that.
I think both of them pushed each other, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Could have gone either way. Ritz inbounds the basketball. Ritz will get it into Wolf. Wolf, Estrada. Estrada, now they break the press, go to Heil. Heil, dangerous cross-court pass.
Now we're going to pressure him a little bit. Now we've got Jalen out there, and he's contesting a little bit. Now our wings are getting out. Let's see if we can force some turnovers.
Wolf set up for the 3 and dropped the basketball. Has to kick it back out to Dalton Fox. Fox, the long pass in the corner. Ritz, the long 3. Didn't get it. Nelson, the rebound. Nelson Polis.
A little bit of a defensive adjustment there. We played very conservatively in the first quarter. Second quarter, we came out and kind of blitzed them a little bit with our wings.
Effingham back in their man-to-man. Showed us a little bit of zone in the first quarter, but it's gone back to the man-to-man. And now Lincoln will reset the offense. Bivin, Polis into Cook. Cook, good pass to Bivin. Bivin, 10-footer, up, in and around, no good.
Man.
Rebound, Cook went up for it and just went over his head.
Coach Al frustrated on that. We had the look we wanted, just couldn't get it to go down.
Estrada still in the backcourt for Effingham to Wolf. They're still in the backcourt. They're using up a lot of time in the backcourt, JT.
Yeah, they are. They've spent more time between the two volleyball lines than, inside the arc.
Estrada out near the volleyball line to Fox. Fox back to Estrada. Those two play catch in the zone. Cross-court Wolf. Three-pointer on the way by Garrett Wolf. Around and out. No good. Ball on the floor. Heil, good rebound. He goes up. He's going to draw the foul. Cook tried to block it, but didn't get it.
Heil's thick kid. He just looks like he's got a nose for the ball, and he's gotten a few of these offensive rebounds now. We got to clean that up.
Foul was on Bivin, actually. Jake Bivin, his first foul. Team's second. And shot up and good by Heil. Now to the game, Andrew Donaldson, number 3, into the basketball game for Ritz. Second one for Heil, the lefty up, no good. Rebound, Cook pulls it down. Cook to Bivin, to Polis. Elijah goes right wing Conway.
There it is
to Cook. Inside Cook. Cook kick back out Polis. Nelson, Polis.
Doing a little bit too much standing here on offense right now. We got to get some guys cutting and moving.
Now the Railers go to the weave out front. Bivin nearly lost the ball to Polis. Conway. Conway in the corner. Nelly, 3 on the way. No good. Rebound to Effingham. Dalton Fox pulls it down.
I have to wonder if our legs are just not there. We're not quite as fresh, it seems like, with just our movement on either end right now.
Estrada, the long pass to Donaldson, the 3 out of the corner, up, no good. Rebound Fox. Nobody stepped in to block him out, and Conway's going to get a foul on the rebound. And it looks like he's going to go to the line for 2 as Fox was trying to go back up with the basketball.
Man, if we could just box these guys out and really control the boards, they're picking up. I got to say they got 7 points. I bet 3 or 4 of them at least are second chance points.
One of our Me Realty keys to the game, rebounding, and up and good for Dalton Fox. Back into the game for Lincoln. Tyler Saucy, Jalen Conway going to sit down with 2 fouls. Jake Bivin goes to the bench as Aiden Gowan comes back into the basketball game. Fox, second one up and good. Made them both 10-9, the Lincoln lead. Cut to 1. 5:33 to go here in the first quarter. Polis going for a little bit of a drought without a score. Polis goes to Nelson, to Conway, to Polis, and now Effingham goes zone. Nelson, Polis, into Bivin. Bivin, 10-foot turnaround in the lane. Got it. Excuse me, that was to Saucy. Saucy got the basket. Tyler Saucy.
Needed that. That's what we got to do.
That's big. That's big shot. Tyler needed the bucket, and he got it. Tyler Saucy his first points. Estrada, Fox. Wolf out of the corner, another three. They're just bombing threes, and Paulus the rebound.
Great rebound there from Elijah. You got it, just ripped it, and held on tight.
Paulus, Nelson, and it looks like Effingham's gone back man-to-man, so they're switching defenses on us. Paulus out to Nelson. Nelson, Gowan, Paulus. Paulus will stop at the top of the key, launch a three, and got it. Chris Coyne, State Farm three. Elijah Paulus, and that'll make it 15-9, the Lincoln lead.
It looked like it was a 2 to me, and I know the Effingham coach feels the same way, but no replays here at the high school level, so it counts for 3. A Chris Coyne three-pointer.
We'll take it. Estrada out front to Fox. Fox to Wolf. Wolf goes around the defense, kicks it back out to Fox. And I'm with you. I thought he was awfully close to the line myself, but you had a better angle than I did. Estrada. Wolf, and nearly picked off by Nelson. There's Fox. Fox, good pass to Heil. Up and good.
Good drive there. Just great little dish off.
15-11, the Lincoln lead. Polis into the front court. Kicks it to Saucy. Saucy, Gowan. Gowan, Polis. Sets a screen for Polis.
Oh.
Polis drives down the lane. Got a foul. Cook, too. Doggone it. And they're going to call that one on the floor. Fouls on Dalton Fox, and I believe that is his second. And we have an official's timeout on the floor. Let's send it back to the station for 30 seconds. You're listening to Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3.
30 seconds.
Thank you. Another Top Hat Creamery timeout. And JT, we haven't seen this consistent. It's different almost every game whether or not the officials actually called the mass timeout.
Yeah, I appreciate it as a media guy now. I guess I'll take it. But
well, I know some coaches now have started to kind of factor it in to game plans. But if the officials aren't going to do it consistently, how can you really factor it in that you're going to have a timeout every quarter for a mask?
Yeah. Trey Schilling getting some time here for the Railers. Getting a rest as again, Railers playing their third game in 4 nights.
Schilling goes inbounds to Saucy. Trey had 17 in the JV game. Corner Schilling, good pass Cook. Cook kicks it back out Saucy. 3 on the way, no good. Back of the iron, ball on the floor. Gowan almost chases it down, and Gowan's going to get called for a foul.
He put on the afterburners when he saw that high offensive rebound. Just couldn't quite come down with it. Ends up drawing a foul. Railers got a couple guys in foul trouble here.
You played for Coach. I know it was a long rebound, but I can't imagine he'd be very happy that nobody was there when that ball hit the floor.
No, he would not. To be clear, I did not play. I got some people that would be can tell you I was not much of a player, but I did manage for a year.
And that's clearly a foul.
Whoa.
Pushing the back.
That should have been that's.
I'm with you there. If they were going to call Cook's foul the other night against Eisenhower intentional that late in the game, that should have been intentional.
Just tackled him. Heil there.
Foul was on Logan Heil. He's a big kid anyway. He doesn't need to push speed. He just run into you and knock you over.
He ran him over for sure. That was it's a big foul. Glad everybody's okay.
Lincoln the basketball. Gowan, Polis. And now Effingham looks like they're in, thought it was a zone for a second, but now it looks like Gowan. Lob pass Cook, up and no good. And Heil is going to get called, I think, for the foul. Yep.
They're trying to get that lob play. That's the second time they've run it. Something about the Coach Obie Farmer from Effingham doesn't like it. Coach Brandon Bird Farmer doesn't seem to have a problem with it. But I thought it was clearly a foul there. Right? I don't know if is he wanting something else?
I don't know. I think he may be saying the foul was before the attempted shot. That may be. Cook misses the free throw. Back of the iron. Peyton Cook 0 for 3 right now from the free throw line.
Yeah, we need to knock these down.
Come on, Peyton. Get this one for Grandma Joyce listening at home. Nope, back of the iron. Rebound. Schilling battles Heil for it. and Heil comes out of there with it. Now the Effingham student section fired up. 15-11 the Lincoln lead. Effingham still in the backcourt. Gowan with a near swipe, and now they get in the front court to Donaldson. Donaldson in trouble against Polis. Polis, and they called for the travel. Polis was belly up to him. I thought Polis might get called for shoving him out of bounds, but Donaldson called for the travel. Biven back in the basketball game for Saucy. Again, Lincoln up 15-11. JT, Effingham just kind of hanging around right now.
They sure are, and we need to finish this half strong here. Let's go into the half with some momentum.
Biven, Gowan. Back out front, Polis. Schilling, Polis. Now to Biven, Gowan, Polis, Biven, Schilling, Polis at the free throw line, looks, gets it back out to Gowan. Now to Cook, Schilling, Polis in the corner. Polis drives, looks for somebody, gets it out to Schilling to Gowan. Effingham with a tough man-to-man right here, and Lincoln having a lot of trouble. Cook going to drive in, ball swatted away, gets it out to Biven. Biven going to drive baseline, gets bumped. Now another kick out to Polis. Kick to Cook. Schilling.
Let's
Gowan.
reset here.
Gowan, Polis out of the corner. Three on the way up, no good. Rebound Schilling, back to Polis. Gowan thought about loading the three up. Minute 46 to go here in the half. Inside Cook. Cook spins. Layup time. No good. Polis the rebound, and he's going to get called for the foul.
Yeah, just offense is just not in sync. We look a little gassed, and we just got to figure out how to break out of these slumps. I go back to the college basketball reference last year. Watched the Fighting Illini. They needed a bucket. I would assume it was going to break him out of it. They were going to find a way to get him the ball, and he was going to create and make a play. We need to figure out what that is for us. Doesn't have to be one guy, but we've got to figure out, okay, we need a bucket. How are we going to do it? How are we going to get one on this possession?
Effingham still in the backcourt, now in the front court. Wolf out to Estrada. They're probably going to be very happy if they can go down in the half. 4 or maybe even 2. Wolf, a long three, got it.
And he was
Garrett
open.
Wolf.
We left him open there.
15 to go here in the half.
They've outscored us 8-4 and 8-5 in this quarter, Jay.
Klopp in for Cook. Gowan out front, Schilling to Biven. Gowan drives, kicks it back to Schilling to Klopp. Polis, there's Biven going to drive. Biven kicks it back out, Schilling to Gowan. Gowan thought about loading it up, drives free throw line, looks for somebody, gets it to Klopp. Now to Polis, Biven in the corner, Schilling.
Now we're to the point we're probably going to hold for one, I would imagine.
Schilling starting to drive down. He's in trouble. He's in trouble.
Nope,
out to Gowan. Good move by Trey Schilling to get it out to Gowan. Gowan to Biven. 31 seconds to go to Polis. Effingham really ramping up the intensity with their man-to-man. Polis. Klopp holding the ball out the top of the key to Gowan. Gowan out at the volleyball line. Gowan. Biven to Klopp. Out to Polis. And a timeout called by Lincoln. So Coach Al calls a timeout with 9.7 seconds to go here in the half. Let's go ahead and keep it right here. Remind you of our billboard sponsors, Mike Moskey Auction Service, 959. Go to moskeyauction.com. Of course, Top Hat Creamery sponsoring every timeout, including that one. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Worth & Associates Realtors, honest, caring realtors serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1974. Call 217-735-3411 or go online to worthrealtors.com. And, of course, make the connection between our streaming live video sponsors, Sal Polis, financial advisor with Edward Jones, Town and Country Bank, and, of course, Me Realty. Buy your home at Me Realty. Get a great rate at Town and Country Bank. The money you'll save on house payments, invest it with Sal Polis. He'll take a little pile of money and help you build it into a big pile of money. So 15-14, JT, with 9.7 seconds to go.
10 seconds. This is going to be some kind of quick hitter.
Schilling, Polis. Here comes Gowan out in the corner. Nope. Down the lane, Polis. Left-handed layup. Up, no good, strong. And ball on the floor, and Estrada's not going to get the shot off. And at the half, it's Lincoln 15, Effingham 14. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the Grau Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic halftime show. Back here at Effingham High School, where, believe it or not, the score is 15-14 at halftime. That's right, folks. 15-14 at half. And JT, I can't say it's a byproduct of Lincoln holding the basketball. Effingham really has been probably more patient than we have, although we have struggled to score.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think defensively we've been okay. We've given up a few too many rebounds that have cost us. Offensively, feels a little bit like we're playing hot potato at times, like we don't have anybody that's really in attack mode. You've seen Coach Alexander go a little deeper into the bench. I think probably our legs are getting to us a little bit. But we've got to, dig deep here in this second half and attack the rim, get it inside, and, get it inside. The outside's going to start to open up. So hopefully we can put something together. Jay, I'll do some scoring for us here. I've got the Railers with 15. I've got Elijah Paulus with 6. Tyler Saucy with 2, Peyton Cook with 4, and Aiden Gowan with 3 is the scoring for the Railers.
And if you looked at the scoreboard right now, you wouldn't see much scoring on the scoreboard because the lineup, JT, that we had in the game at the end of the first half had not provided much scoring at all. Really, Aiden Gowan had a 3, and that was it. And if you look at the Effingham side, Garrett Wolf's got 5, and nobody else they had in the game at the end of the half has any points.
And we talked about the Wolf kid in the pregame. He's hit the 1-3. I mean, he's going to do that to you. We've done an okay job on him. We've given up a few too many offensive rebounds to Heil, who I believe has got maybe 3 or 4. We've just got to – I think it's more the offensive end right now. We got to figure out how we're going to get to 40, 45 points tonight.
And we had Peyton Cook there in the second quarter who missed a shot close in. Might have been a little too far under the basket and had defense in his face. But we've also gone, 0 for 4 from the free throw line.
Yeah, I believe so. We're not making the best of our opportunities at the free throw line. We've seen Jalen Conway get a good long look. We saw Trey Schilling get a look. We saw Jaden Klopp get a look. So, these guys, maybe one of our reserves could come in, give us a nice spark. That would be welcome, is to see somebody come off the bench and say, this is my opportunity, I'm going to make a play. That would be great.
One thing we don't want to do at this point is let this team get a lead because what Eisenhower did to us Saturday night was I about fell off the stage. They actually got ahead in the second quarter by 6-7 points, and then they shortened the game. They held the ball in the second quarter, and I told Josh at halftime, I said, watch, if these guys get a lead where they're comfortable in the third quarter, they're going to hold the ball and make us chase, which is exactly what they did. And I have a feeling Obi Farmer might be tempted to do the same thing here. If he got a lead, hold the ball and see if maybe you can make us chase.
Yeah, and, other than the 10-second violation, Effingham has handled the ball pretty well.
Yeah.
Wolf and I believe Estrada and Fox are kind of their primary ball handlers, and, they haven't looked scrambled or, they're not, sort of struggling with that end. So if they do get, say, 6-7 point lead, they do look like they have the ball handlers that are capable of sort of executing that. Anytime a team holds the ball, you have to have guys that can handle the pressure that you're forcing us to put on you.
To our defense's credit, though, JT, we haven't given them many good looks inside. They really haven't had any. Logan Heil's a big kid, but he hasn't gotten the ball that many times inside to do much of anything with it. It's
all been second chance points. I think they broke our press once, and got to look out of that. But once we've got them in the half court, and that's the defense we've been playing. We've been, for the first quarter especially, we came out and had Aiden Gowan at the top of our press kind of underneath the free throw line, so we were protecting the paint. They're kind of hanging around. Like we said, they're hanging around. We need to come out, summon what energy we got left here, dig deep, and come out in this third quarter and see if we can blitz them and take this game.
This is our final season in the Apollo Conference, and thus our final trip down here to Effingham and Coles County. And I'd like to tell you that I'll be missing those trips. I'd be lying if I told you that, because I won't be missing. They're long trips, and I'm sure the kids won't, or the coaches and the parents and the kids are not going to miss these trips either. But, it's a thing, JT. I've actually enjoyed the games with Effingham because they're a real challenge to play.
Yeah, I mean, they're quality. Like I said on the pregame show, they've got quality athletes here at Effingham High School. They are in the weight room, physical kids every single year. They're physically pretty developed. And you mentioned the drive. The funny thing I tell people about living down here is if you talk to people from down here, guess what? They don't like driving to Lincoln any more than we like driving to Effingham. So I don't think anybody down here shed a tear when we announced that we're leaving the conference too. So, but I want to leave this one with a win. I think if we were going to talk to Landon Hollinger or Dylan Singleton, I think they lost down here.
They did.
And they're probably sitting at home if they're watching the WLCN broadcast on YouTube or got us tuned in on the radio. They're sitting at home like, darn it, let's get a win at Effingham. So hopefully Coach Al maybe is reminding them of that right now.
Well, they haven't come back out yet, so I suspect there's a little talking going on in the locker room.
About 2 minutes left.
Yeah, ordinarily, that's what I've always timed it by, folks, is how long do the teams take in the locker room? If they come out pretty quick, either coach is happy or he kicked them out. And if they take a while, coach is probably giving them a sermon in the locker room.
That was one of my more important duties as a manager was, Coach, we got 2 minutes. Usually I'd hold up my fingers or whatever, or relay it to, at that time, Coach Darren Worth or Coach Ryan Cross or Coach Josh Komnick. So 2 minutes, they're out. They're out.
Tyler Saucy back on the floor. Let's send it back to the station for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second half. The possession arrow goes to Lincoln to start the second half. Chicago Street Rentals would be the tip-off sponsor, but they'll have the opening possession here of the second half. Saucy to inbounds to Polis. Again, Lincoln up 15-14. JT, we've got to come out and match or better Effingham's intensity the first half.
We got to tap. We were playing a little bit of keep away there for too long in the second quarter. We've got to go at them, put them on their heels. Like to see a slash or a backdoor cut or something like that going to the rim to get us going.
Effingham goes zone to start the second half. Polis, long three, top of the key, doesn't get it. Ball off the side of the iron, and Estrada picks it up. Estrada to Wolf. Effingham with a chance to take the lead. Ahead to Fox. Fox Ritz.
Outbroke the press there.
Kicks back out to Estrada.
He had a 3-on-2 matchup if he would have pushed it, but
they don't seem to be inclined to in the corner. Wolf. Wolf a three, wide open, got it.
Skip pass, drilled it to Wolf in the corner, and he's hobbling a little bit, but he sure looked good on that three. He got plenty of lift.
17-15. Garrett Wolf broke his leg in the offseason. It's wrapped up. He's also got a shoulder brace, it looks like, on, but that didn't affect that shot as he knocked it down. Again, Lincoln down 2, 17-15. Cookie to Polis. Polis going to drive down the lane. Left-handed layup.
There we go, Elijah.
Elijah Polis with the drive, and he'll tie it up at 17. Give Polis 8.
He's got to do that again. He's a football kid. He's tough. He can do it. He's got to be on the attack.
Effingham still in the back court and got a 10, another 10-second call.
Yeah, that's the second one tonight. And you just wonder if that, that drive from our senior leader can sort of get us going.
Saucy to inbounds to Polis. Effingham. Looks like they may go back to, let's see. Nope, stayed in the zone. 2-3 zone.
Okay, hit the gaps here.
Polis.
And coaching staff fired up about something.
Gowan. In the corner, Polis. Out front, Gowan. Gowan. Saucy. And something didn't go right because Coach Al's not happy. Polis 3 on the way. In and out, no good. Rebound, ball on the floor. Estrada will pick it up to Wolf. There was something that didn't go right on the Lincoln offense. I don't know what it was, but the coaching staff, you could tell from their reaction something was wrong.
Coach Farmer's got his head in his hands, and Coach Gregg is as red as
what a defensive play by Biven on Garrett Wolf. Sorry, JT, but
no, great play.
Wolf tried to go around him and then went up for the shot, and Biven just swatted it away and got the ball. Cook going to drive against Heil. Cook, kick out Saucy. Big shot, Tyler. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound, Estrada. Again, the rebound. That's 3 rebounds in a row for Estrada, the Estrada kid.
Ooh, good little ball fake. And they got it across half court. I'd love to see us get a turnover on the press and get some easy buckets that way.
Wolf, Fox, Estrada. And again, they're starting their offense way out.
Oh, boy.
Wolf, another 3. Back of the iron, no good. Rebound, Polis chases it down.
Yeah, they've hidden him in that corner, and he's gotten 2 looks. He cashed the first one. We got lucky he missed that one.
Saucy out front. Cook. There's Polis on the pop out. Now Effingham goes man-to-man. Biven goes inside Cook. Cook going to go down the lane against Heil. Layup time. Got it. Good strong move by Peyton Cook. And give Peyton Cook 6. For Peyton, 19-17, the Lincoln lead.
Yeah, Peyton got it in the high post there, just turned and made a nice aggressive move and laid it off the rim with a nice touch.
Out front, Estrada and Fox out beyond the volleyball line. Ritz in the corner. Estrada, Fox, and knocked out by Polis.
And so what they're doing here, Jay, is they've got Heil, who's their big physical kid, and he's trying to pin down Peyton Cook, and they're trying to hit the reversal to Wolf. It's worked twice, and you can just see Heil down there, working, giving as much physical. Oh, almost stolen the way.
And I thought Estrada might have hit the sideline. No, right in front of the Lincoln bench. They didn't react. Estrada kicks it to Ritz. Ritz around his man, kicks it back out. Fox. Back to Ritz. And I think Fox was going to shoot it, but he bobbled the ball. Estrada to Wolf. Wolf going to drive in the lane, go up for the layup, lost it. Reverse layup, nearly had it. Ball on the floor. Gowan picks it up.
Yeah, he almost made that. He was underneath the rim.
Polis 1 on 5, pulls it back out to Gowan, to Saucy. Biven, Effingham back in their man-to-man. Polis shovels to Gowan. Gowan, Biven going to take it down the lane, kick out Polis.
There you go, right there.
10-footer, up and good. Boom. Nice move by Elijah Polis, and the Lincoln lead back up to 4, 21-17. Polis breaks double figures.
Stay aggressive. That's what we got to do. That's the looks we're missing.
Elijah, they break the press and got it in the middle there. I'm surprised they don't try and finish. But they're content to kick it back out and slow the game down. Fox, Estrada. Estrada against the Lincoln defense.
Saucy's working hard back there.
To Wolf. Wolf drives in, kicks it out. Fox, Estrada. Saucy is working hard against Heil. Ball nearly slapped away. And the 2 players pushing each other. And we have a officials timeout on the floor. 3:28 to go here in the third. JT, this game's flying by. No fouls in the second half yet. And Lincoln up 21-17. Let's send it back to the station for a 30-second timeout. Lincoln up 21-17 with 3:28 to go here in the third quarter. JT, we were talking about that mid-range jumper off air, but I'll tell you what, that really can make you dangerous as a scorer if you can hit it.
That's one of our best. You got Peyton down low, Nelson shooting threes, Gowan shooting threes, but Elijah's mid-range game is a nice, consistent little offensive thing to get us back in a rhythm. We've seen that twice here. where he's going to the rim, and good things are going to happen when you go to the rim. Good things are going to happen. You're going to get fouled. You're going to get the layup. You're going to hit the mid-range. You're going to kick it out.
And he's big and strong enough to make that stop and pop.
Yeah,
that's a strength play right there.
Yeah, he's big, strong, smart. He can do that. I like to see him getting going to the rim there.
Wolf in the backcourt, Estrada. Estrada was straddling the line. That was not an over and back right there. Fox in the front court to Estrada. Lincoln pulling their defense out just a little bit more. Wolf had it in the corner, ball thrown high. He couldn't set up for the three. In the corner to number 24 in the basketball game. That's Splucker. Here goes Fox down the lane, lost the ball out of bounds, and it's Lincoln basketball.
All right.
Andrew Splucker, number 24, a 6'1 junior in the basketball game for Effingham. And Lincoln, length of the floor to go.
Jay, I know we've had a tight game, but this has been the type of game, if we get up 6 or 7, it's going to feel like 10 or 12. It'd be great to get a bucket in here, and really you feel a 6-point lead. It's like, it feels a little bit bigger than it might against other opponents.
Cammie Nelson in the basketball game. Biven out front, Polis. Polis, Nelson. Nelson, Polis. Polis going to launch the three. Top of the key, up no good. Ball high in the air. Biven had tried to tip it around. Couldn't do it. Estrada comes out of there with it to Wolf. Garrett Wolf across the timeline to Fox. Fox looking for somebody. Goes in the corner, Splucker. Out front, Fox. Estrada. Splucker in the corner, inside Heil. Heil, the big strong kid against Cook. And they're going to call a foul on somebody under there, and I don't know who it's going to be on. It may be Biven.
I didn't see it. I caught it clean and made a move and
grabbed him because Cook stood right there. It's hard to imagine that would have been on Cook. That's 2 fouls on Biven. Just the first foul of the second half.
Trap. Oh, Estrada for
Estrada,
three.
lefty three up, no good. Rebound, Nelson hauls it down.
Good rebound, Nelly.
Good box out by Cam Nelson. Polis across the timeline to Biven. To Cammie Nelson. Corner Cook. Cook thought about taking Heil to the bucket out front. And Heil comes over the top of Cook.
Foul there.
Heil comes over the top of the Cook, and there Biven steals it back. Quickly to Gowan. Gowan going to bring the ball up the floor.
Great hustle by
Gowan against Estrada. Gowan going to drive down the lane. He got fouled.
Yeah.
I think it's going to go on Estrada, number 21.
I'm going to sound like a broken record here, Jay, but good things happen when you attack the basket. And again, you see Aiden saw a gap, tried to attack and drew the foul. And we'll take it.
I take that back. They called that one on Dalton Fox. That is his third. They got to get him out of the game and bring in Donaldson. Polis out front, looking for somebody. Effingham back in his zone. Cook out of the corner. Three on the way. Got it. Boom. Peyton Cook with a Chris Coyne State Farm three. Make it 24-17. He was wide open and showed no hesitation.
Awesome looking shot there. Just pretty. Floated it right up there.
Mom and Grandma are yelling at the TV right now.
Heck yeah.
Now Estrada with the ball way out front. Waited for the trap. Trap came and got it. And Nelson steps in and grabs the ball. Nelson to Gowan. Lincoln's got numbers. Polis under the basket. Layup. Got it.
Let's go.
26-17 the Lincoln lead. 1:06 to go here in the third. 12 for Polis.
Great pass there too. Great steal by Nelly. Great pass by Aiden. And Elijah with the finish.
Effingham needs to hurry. They're going to end up with a 10-second call here again if they don't hurry. Nearly a travel there and a timeout, I think, taken by Obi Farmer. I think he saw it coming. Nearly a travel by Garrett Wolf. We're going to send it back to the station for let's send it back to the station for a 30-second Top Hat Creamery timeout. This is Lincoln Raider basketball on WLCN FM. Back at Effingham High School, Lincoln with a 9-point advantage right now. JT, the offense got going a little bit there, helped by good defense. We're up 9 on an Effingham team that has played a relatively slow pace so far.
Yeah, this 9-point lead. Now it's going to be making smart decisions and locking them up on the defense.
Now you'd like to get a stop here, JT, and not let them score here at the end of the quarter.
Absolutely. Finish this quarter strong. Keep that momentum. You can see a little more pep in the boys' step. The bench was fired up at that timeout. Oh, there it is.
A bad pass by Estrada, and Cook nearly had it picked off.
Peyton tipped it, and I think he was trying to figure out, do I go for this or do I get out on this shooter? And it's a little bit of both.
Estrada saw Donaldson in the Heil. Heil goes inside to Splector. Splector against Cook.
Here.
Good defense by Cook. Ball batted around. Ball on the floor. Splector picks it out of there. And going to kick out to Donaldson. Good pick off by Polis. Polis going to take it down the lane.
All the way,
up
baby.
And good! Elijah Polis, the strong move. Lincoln up 28-17.
The bench has come alive, and they're fired up. Now the Railers are flying around.
18 seconds to go. Now 15 seconds to go. Effingham down 11, 28-17. Polis with 14. Estrada nearly picked off. Goes down the lane, runs into Bivin. And somebody's on Lincoln's going to get called for a foul. Let's see who it's on. Was it on Polis?
I don't know.
Polis, his second.
Whoever it is, that was a bailout call. He drove the lane and
he was out of control going down
totally
the lane.
Out of control, and drew some contact. But
and Wolf wide open for an 8-footer, didn't get it. Ball batted around. Polis going to throw up a 70-footer at the gun. And at the end of 3 quarters, it's Lincoln 28, Effingham 17. Let's send it back to the station for a 1-minute timeout from one of our sponsors. Back at Effingham High School, Jay Harden, Justin Tierney. Lincoln up 11, 28-17. And the story of quarter number 3, JT, the play of Elijah Polis offensively and defensively.
Yeah, he had 8 points in that quarter. Peyton Cook added 5, scored him 13-3. So
Effingham with the possession to start the 4th quarter. Remind you that the girls' game tomorrow night is at 6:15 p.m. We will have that here on WLCN. Upcoming boys games Thursday night, weather permitting, if any of us can get out, and Taylorville can get to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. The boys will play Taylorville. And then Charleston with a Saturday afternoon contest at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. That's a 2:30 start on Saturday. Effingham with the basketball. Gowan, the pick on Estrada, and they're going to nail Gowan for the foul.
I thought that was all ball, but I bleed red and green, so don't trust me.
And 3rd foul on number 2, Aiden Gowan. Effingham to inbound the ball again. Wolf now in the backcourt. Estrada still in the backcourt. They get it ahead to Donaldson. Splector underneath the basket, posting behind the Lincoln defense. Cook goes out and gets him. Splector drives in, nearly traveled the basketball. 3 from Estrada, the lefty up, no good. Ball nearly goes out of bounds. Estrada chases it down, tries to throw it back in, and Polis picks it off to Cook. What a pass back to Cook.
Yeah. No look falling out of bounds pass there by Elijah.
Kind of like that behind the back save he had at Mattoon the other night.
Yeah.
In the corner, Cookie. Effingham goes back to man. Polis out front, Gowan. Gowan to Sassi. Gowan. Corner, Nelson. Spins. 10-footer. Up and good. A great move by Cam Nelson. Jeff is over here clapping.
Put him in the spin cycle there, Jay.
Heck of a move by Cam Nelson. Splector down the lane against Cook. Ball off of his legs and out of bounds.
I almost said this earlier, but you can see when the Effingham kids get in the lane and they know Peyton's sitting there, you can just see them tense up a little bit. They're having flashbacks of some of those blocks in the first half. maybe they've seen his highlight reel or something, because they are a little tentative going in the lane against Peyton Cook.
Lincoln up 30-17. Polis leads away with 14, and Peyton Cook with 9 right now. Biven out front to Nelson. Nelson corner Polis. They looked inside to Cook. Back out front Nelly. Nelly to Saucy. Saucy, Polis, the long 3 in front of the Lincoln bench. Got it! A Chris Coyne State Farm 3 from 23 feet for Elijah Polis.
And Elijah is feeling it.
33-17. 17 for the point guard, Elijah Polis. Effingham still in the backcourt. Now to Fox. Fox trapped by Cook and Polis.
That's going to be a steal from
and
Elijah.
Polis picked his pocket. Here comes Polis. 3-on-2. Now 3-on-3.
Pull up.
10-foot pull up.
Goodness.
Good. 19 for Elijah Polis. He has taken this game over.
Yes. I mean, just filling it up.
35-17, the Lincoln lead. Lincoln scored the opening 7 points of the fourth quarter. Fox goes in the lane. Ball nearly stolen away by Polis. Heil goes up. Cook blocked it, and he's going to get called for the foul, unfortunately. The first foul on Peyton Cook. JT Peyton has gotten a lot better about not slapping it at things. He just went up for the block and got a piece of the arm. His first foul, not a bad foul. Heil makes the first of 2 free throws. Logan Heil, 6'3" senior. Up and got them both. 35-19, the Lincoln lead. 5:47 to go here in the fourth.
And that's their first basket since that Peyton or the Garrett Wolf 3, Jay.
Cook goes baseline against Heil. Kicks it out. Saucy to Nelson. 3 on the way. A Chris Coyne State Farm 3 goes down for Cammie Nelson. And give Cam Nelson 5 on the evening. The lead 38-19. 5:28 to go here in the fourth. Effingham into the front court and now trapped. Fox got trapped. Had to kick it across to Donaldson. A dangerous pass.
Yeah, and you've seen us now. We're being very aggressive.
And Polis has been watching Wolf, and Effingham threw the basketball away.
He just ran the okie doke on him. He faked like he was going to go out, and didn't even touch it, but forced a turnover.
They tried to post Garrett Wolf at the free throw line, and Polis had been guarding him and faked going in and stepped back out and got him to throw the ball away. Polis has taken this game over. The senior goes down the lane, layup time, up, no good.
Man, he almost made that one.
Yeah.
That was a heck of a move, just 1-on-4,
and he nearly stole the ball again.
He's been eating his Wheaties or something. He's ready to go.
Splector going to drive, kicks it back out front. Estrada. They're posting Heil in the lane. Heil's camped in the lane, and he's beating the heck out of Cook, and I think they're going to nail him. Let's see. You got it. Yep, they nailed Logan Heil. He and Cook were having a battle in the lane. And the officials saw it, and that's 3 on number 52, Logan Heil.
Heil doesn't like it. I can tell you that. He's not very happy.
And Cookie's probably given up a good 30 pounds to him.
Yeah.
So Polis with the basketball against Estrada. Out front Polis, Saucy. Lincoln going to spread the floor out a little bit, it looks like. Try and get some cuts, maybe layups and free throws. Out front Nelson. Nelson, Saucy. Saucy. Cook, and now Lincoln going to run a little bit of a man-to-man weave. Peyton Cook, a running one-hander from 10 feet.
Just that long, lanky dribble can sometimes get you by people. I remember Gavin Block had that advantage where he was long and lanky, and he just knew how to keep that dribble, and Peyton making a similar drive there.
40-19. And Peyton Cook went up and swatted that ball away from Splector. And, Splector took a shot. I'm not going to say where, but he's in a little discomfort right now.
Yeah, he's needs a break.
Yeah,
officials giving him a little bit of extra time there at the free throw line.
Yeah. 2 on Cook. Cook now has 11 in the game, and Splector hit the first of 2 free throws, and he's still not walking right.
Yeah, the drive there for Peyton. He went up and just one of those. He went up and blocked it, but just a little contact with the body.
Second one, no good. Saucy had the rebound. Heil came back up and ripped it out of his hands. And it's 40-22, the Lincoln lead. 3:54 to go here in the fourth quarter. Polis in trouble, gets it to Nelson. Nelson, Saucy, and now Lincoln starts to go to their motion offense. Nelson, Polis. Here comes Cook on the cut. Polis drives baseline, kicks it out Cook. Cook back out front, Saucy to Nelson. Nelson, long 3, up and no good. Front of the iron. Rebound Splector. Splector to Estrada. Effingham trying to play just a little bit faster, down 18. Wolf going to drive. Wolf kicks it to Fox. Fox, Estrada. Kick to Wolf. Wolf hounded by the defense. Back out front, Fox.
Yeah, after giving up that early 3 to Wolf in the third quarter, we've held him there. Of course, there he gets one and misses.
Wolf, and Cook goes up and got the rebound. Nice rebound by Peyton Cook. Polis will bring the basketball back up, and here comes Effingham with a double team. Saucy going to go in the lane. Good kick to Cook. Layup time. No, didn't get it. Splector the rebound.
Peyton looked like he wanted to dunk that one.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Fox goes down the lane and runs into Saucy. And unfortunately, I think Tyler's going to get nailed for the foul on the block. Yep. Tyler Saucy, that will be his first foul. Team 6, so Effingham going to be in the bonus from here on in. And we have an officials timeout on the floor. Let's go ahead and keep it right here. Again, remind you of our billboard sponsors, Mike Moskey Auction Service, Top Hat Creamery,
Worth & Associates Realtors, Honest Carrying Realtors, serving Logan County since 1974. Call 217-735-3411 or go online to worthrealtors.com. We've also got Heartland Community College and Lincoln's Community College. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln.
And if you go to Heartland, you get Lloyd Kirby as your math professor if you take a math class. You know, those kids are probably Lloyd's probably making them listen to and watch the game tonight, you think?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this has been a good math lesson if you're Elijah Paulus on how to add up points.
That's right.
He's been piling them up here in this second half for the Railers. Also mentioned Lloyd Kirby. Lloyd's not with us tonight. We want to give another big thank you to one of the biggest Railer supporters there is, Max Postgame, joining us down here in Effingham tonight, my fellow Coles County transplant, running the camera, running the broadcast for us on WLCN's YouTube channel. Thanks, Max, again. I know a lot of people at home are real happy that you're here tonight. I don't know so much about me and Jay, but
I'm happy
they're
he's here.
Real happy Max is here.
And I think I have found Flow Racing or Dirt Vision or Mav TV, another cameraman if Max is not busy one of those nights. First one by Fox, up and no good.
Max is so focused.
Max says he's racing,
crack a smile.
Second one up and good by Fox. 40-23, the Lincoln lead. 2:50 to go in the basketball game. Polis in a little bit of trouble in the backcourt, and ball stolen away by Heil. You know, JT, we talked to the Me Realty keys of the game about focus, handling pressure, and rebounding. Now we've got to handle some pressure, even though we're up 17 points. But we've done a pretty good job of rebounding, and somehow there in the third quarter, our focus came back thanks to Elijah Polis.
Yeah, I'm going to say somehow the rebounding got better with a little halftime discussion. I'm guessing.
Into Cook. Cook, layup time. Great pass from Saucy.
Yeah, very unselfish play there by Saucy. He had maybe a lane for himself, but he saw Peyton glide into the basket and, laid that right up and in.
13 for the Cookie Monster. Lincoln's defense not letting up here. They're still hounding Effingham. Garrett Wolf can't get the shot off. Kicks it back out to Estrada. Inside to Fox. They went back out to Wolf and knocked away by Bivin.
And I got to give another shout out to our wings defensively. Bivin and Paulus have been wreaking havoc out here in the second half. They've gotten their hands on a lot of balls, gotten some steals. Just a much more intensity here defensively in the second half.
Fox, Wolf, 2 minutes to go in the basketball game. Fox going to drive on Cook on the baseline. Looked like he stepped out of bounds. Threw it to Splector. It nearly went out of bounds to the Effingham bench. He saved it. Out front, Wolf. 3 on the way. Up, no good. Short. Rebound, Polis. Polis gets fouled in the backcourt by Estrada.
Elijah's got a lot of rebounds, too. He's got a lot of rebounds. He's got a lot of steals.
That foul on Armando Estrada is his first. Polis, they only have 3 fouls, so we're back out front, Gowan. Oh, he thought about loading it up and thought better of it. You take that shot and miss it, you're going to hear about it from Coach at this point in time. Polis out front is going to drive down the lane. I thought he got fouled, ball packed away. Too. Here comes Splector to Heil. He lost the basketball, and Cook comes out of there with it. Somebody kicked it with their foot, and I think it might have been Bivin. Here comes Polis. Splector fouled him, no call. And now Effingham, it looks like they're trying to foul, but they can't catch anybody. And I think somebody looks like called a timeout.
I think he just called a 30
timeout, maybe for substitutions.
Timeout. Coach says, I don't want to talk. I don't have anything to say.
Coach called a 30-second timeout for substitutions. That's a Top Hat Creamery
I
timeout.
think they're forcing him to take to cuddle the guys. Coach is ready to be home.
Let's keep
Give
it.
me my Diet Coke and get me on this bus.
Let's keep it right here. Do you suppose if we added up all the timeouts over these years that Coach never used, he could take a whole year off? I'll bet he could.
Man, yeah. I don't know how it works with the retirement systems in the state, but he's got to spend up time.
If they paid him for the timeouts alone, they'd be broke.
He was just ready to get his guys in and out, and I think the official said, Coach, we're going to have to sort of
Coach, we have to take the 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Inbounds to Conway. Conway in a basketball game for Lincoln. Out front, Gowan. Gowan, Effingham's going to muscle up here. Gowan in trouble.
Three guys on him.
Bivens just getting beaten up right here in front of us. And I think a foul. Let's see who it's going to be under. One of three guys. Take your choice, and it was on Estrada. That's his second.
Yeah, they sense the old triple team defense is what Effingham's running. Don't see that very often.
Gowan to inbounds, gets it into Biven. Biven going to get hounded again. Biven. And Gowan turned his back on him. Here comes Splector. Splector to Wolf. Layup time. Got it. Saucy inbounds to Gowan. Gowan quickly up the floor and got hammered from behind by Fox.
Up 17. Just a great second half effort. There was that stretch there in the third quarter that we just said, we're going to. And Elijah Paulus specifically just absolutely took over this game for a stretch. Super impressive.
Gowan looking, finally gets it inbounds to Conway. Conway quickly to Biven. Biven going to wait and see if somebody comes and gets him. Somebody did. In the corner, Klopp. Klopp almost stepped out of bounds. Klopp hounded in the corner. And there's going to be a foul. I think Fox is going to get called. Let's see here. What happened here? No, they called Klopp for the travel?
I didn't see that.
Where he stepped on the line. I'm one of the two. He was close to the line. So the turnover goes to Effingham. Again, 40 seconds to go. Lincoln up 17, 42-25. Wolf out front. Estrada tried to load the three up. He spins down the lane, back out to Wolf. Wolf three on the way up, and it rolls home.
Wolf picking up some late points here.
Garrett Wolf with 13 right now, and a foul in the backcourt.
All right, I respect the Effingham coaches for never say die, but they can probably take off.
That's three on Estrada, and the next foul, we are in the bonus. Into Conway.
14-point lead for the Railers.
Conway Saucy to Biven. Biven, Saucy. Saucy quickly ahead to Klopp, and Klopp going to pull it back out. Wisely to Biven. Biven.
Okay, he's telling him. He's calling
Saucy.
off the dogs.
Klopp. Oh, wide open under the basket. Didn't take the layup.
Good sportsmanship there from
back out front. Gowan had to save it into the front court, and Wolf takes the three and got it.
Garrett Wolf just piling up.
And that makes the final score 42-31.
42-31 final.
Victory number 901 in the books for Coach Neil Alexander. Lincoln wins at 42-31 here in the final trip to Effingham High School, barring any type of postseason play in the future. And nice gesture by the Flaming Hearts and their administration and coaches to honor Neil before the game for 900 victories. Let's send it back to the station for a 2-minute timeout. JT and I will be back with the Schneider Chiropractic Grau Incorporated postgame show. Back at Effingham High School, where a disappointed Hearts crowd is filed out of here, and a happy Lincoln team ran to the locker room. JT victorious 42-31, and Elijah Polis really took that game over in the third and fourth quarter.
Oh, he sure did. He had 13 points in the second half, 19 points total, and it was more than just the points. It was the steals, the rebounds, the effort, the leadership, I don't know what his career high is. It might have been a career high in points tonight with 19. So just an all-around outstanding effort from Elijah.
If you've got scoring, go ahead and give it to the folks who listening at home, watching at home.
As I said, we had Elijah with 19. Robin to his Batman tonight was Peyton Cook with 13. Camden Nelson had 5 in the fourth quarter. Aiden Gowan had a 3, and Tyler Saucy had 2.
Going to give a shout out before we move on to Jeff Weingars, who I know had been listening up in Sycamore, Illinois. Jeff, thank you for joining us. I think Joe Weingars has been listening to us some too. We've got people I know that have been listening as far away as Florida and Arizona and Texas.
Yeah.
Once you're a Railer, you're always a Railer. It's kind of like being a member of the CIA. Once you're agency, you're always agency.
Sure, yeah. And I just want to say this may be, I expect this is my maybe last broadcast for a long time.
We may find a way to get you on again.
And I want to state for the record, I am perfectly fine with that. So I think Max Postgame and I are the only two Railer fans who benefited from Lincoln moving to the Apollo Conference. So, but I want to say thank you especially to Jim Ash and Josh Komnick and the WLCN team and you, Jay, for giving me the opportunity to do this. I've really enjoyed it over the last 5 years that I've been doing it, and it's like a little piece of home for me being down here in Charleston, and most importantly, my son enjoys it. He's 3, and he knows Daddy's on the radio tonight, so it's a great opportunity for me. I'm really thankful to have had the chance to do these games, and I saw a lot of wins. I don't know if I saw one loss, actually.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you along. You give a different perspective from your days as a sports writer and as a manager, and Josh can give a player's perspective, and Max can give a player's perspective. When we've had him do color on the broadcast, it's been kind of nice.
Yeah, I enjoy it, and Jay, you are a Railer historian, and I try to do the history the best I can, but nobody knows the Railer history like you do, and it's fun, and it helps when you've got good kids to root for, and kids that you've watched grow up and enjoy themselves out here, and it's awesome when we can check out the games on YouTube. That's been a great addition these last few years. I know since we've been to the Apollo, a lot of fans really appreciate that, myself included. So we do see Coach Alexander.
Yeah, the big man in his Diet Coke and the scorebook are making their way up here. I feel bad he's got to walk all this way up here.
Yeah, well, like we said, this is the last.
This is a big gym. This is a big gymnasium, and they've only got it's just one thing of bleachers that goes all the way to the top. Come on up. We'll give you a seat up here. I wish we had it further down too. Trust me. Get Coach set up with his headphone, and I'll step aside here. I'm sorry. JT, turn up number 3 a little bit, if you would, please.
I did.
Thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Not very good.
See if we can't get him turned up. How about that? Is that any better? Okay, good. Well, you need a moment after the walk up here? I know I did.
Well, it's a long way up here.
Isn't it, though? Well, Coach, final trip here in the Apollo to Effingham. They were good hosts tonight. I know they honored you before the game. Hey, talk a little bit, if you would, about Elijah Polis and his play. Took the game over as a senior tonight.
Yeah, I thought second half we came out and played with a little more aggressiveness and pressure, and we kind of talked about it at halftime, and we didn't think we were playing very hard and letting them push us around and so forth. So we really wanted to move our defense up, and you can see it just gives us more life and everything when that happens, and we make things happen for us. And we did get some easy layups, and we need some easy scores here and there.
Coach, third game in 4 nights. Do you feel like legs are out a little bit tonight?
Well, I don't think so. It's just
long bus drive too.
Long bus drive, yeah. But we got to come to play. There's no excuse. We're not going to make any excuses, and we've had to play like this before, and they're used to it. And, we practice hard every day, and it's not like that they have a day off or something. So it's the thing that we do. We want to play hard every night, and we practice hard every day. So it's a habit. And I didn't think the first half we played very hard.
Was playing slow their game plan, or do you think your defense caused that?
Without a doubt. They wanted to play slow. They wanted a possession game. And when we started to turn them over there, that made the difference in the game. And again, we got some layups there in the second half and everything. So it was, they were trying to match us and just play a possession. If it would have been 20-20, they'd have settled for it. And, I think it was 17-17 at one point, maybe 17-15.
Yeah, they actually got ahead by 2 at one point, and Elijah tied the game up. I had visions of the Eisenhower game where if they got ahead, they were going to make us chase.
Yeah, I think so. And but we got back into it there, and made some steals and got ahead, and then they had to come at us. So, but we kept the pressure up. That was good for us.
And second half, another thing we saw some improvement was the rebounding. First half, the Heil kid got a couple boards, and second half we cleaned that up a little bit.
Yeah, we were. That's one of the disappointing things. They weren't very big, and we just didn't attack or anything. And we should have dominated the boards. We should have got every rebound, and we didn't. And that's what kept them in the game the first half.
Greg's JV team goes to 17-1 tonight. He's got them playing really well lately. The future looks pretty good for those kids coming onto the varsity for next year.
Yeah, they're playing really well. They're fun to watch, and we were 8 kids tonight because we ended up having a freshman game because this is a makeup game, and we had to schedule it on top of a freshman game, so we had some of our kids were there. So it was a good win for him.
So you've got Taylorville. You're now 7-0 in the conference, and if I remember right, Charleston's 2 games back in the conference now, and you put Effingham was pretty much out of the conference race anyway, but now you've got 7-0 with 5 to play,
mm-hmm.
and now put yourself in a pretty good position to maybe pick up that conference title. I know you'd like to have.
Well, we'd like to have that. We wanted the regional title too. That's the most important thing is a regional title, and. We want to continue to get better to reach that, and it's I don't know what's going to happen when the forecast is not very good for the rest of the week here. So
you've got a game coming, maybe a game against Taylorville on Thursday night, weather permitting.
They're playing really well. Also, they're doing some good things, and they'll be a tough game at home. And then we got to turn around and play Charleston, in a big game. If we could win 2 more this week, that would put us pretty much in control of the conference.
The big kid from Taylorville caused us a few problems at their place the last time we played them. He was pretty good against us.
Well, they're playing really well. They've got some games and won some games and so forth, so they're doing pretty well.
JT, got anything else you want to ask?
I got nothing else. I want to wish you a safe final drive home from Effingham in conference play. And we'll hopefully see you down here for a regional or a sectional someday. Probably not a regional, but maybe a sectional down here. But we were talking on air. This might be the last trip down here for a while.
We've got one more next year. We'll be down here.
Oh, really?
We got one more year.
We got one more year?
In the Apollo, so we'll be back next year. And
I was mistaken. I thought so. I got 3 more conference games to announce.
There you go.
Jay, all right.
Yeah, well, we got one more year. So.
Yeah, and Coach has 3 more bus trips he's not looking forward to.
No, but this one's half done.
Well, Coach, we're going to let you go. Let you take your Diet Coke and go and get on the bus with the kids and get headed home. We have a long trip home too. And we'll let you go. And thank you for coming up and making the long trek up here tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Well, JT, got anything else you want to add before we sign off tonight?
Let's sign off, and thanks everybody for joining us.
Well, it won't be you don't have to worry about your final broadcast. You got more coming up.
I got 3 more probably.
There you go. All right. So for my broadcast partner, Justin Tierney, for our expert cameraman tonight, Max Postgame, who was able to get things figured out and get us on air. For our studio producer, Winnie Ransdale, for station manager, Jim Ash. This is Jay Harden signing off here from Effingham, where Lincoln wins at 42-31 over the Flaming Hearts. The girls play tomorrow night at 6:15. That game has been moved up. 5 5 and 6:15. The JV starts at 5 tonight, and Coach told us 5 and 6:15 tomorrow night. So you folks note that. Hey, Coach, you forgot the scorebook. Yeah. Here you go. I'll meet you halfway. How about that? All right. So for Coach Neil Alexander, we got him the scorebook. He wanted that. He needed that. So for our sponsors, we ask that you patronize each one of them. And Railer Nation very happy about the outcome tonight as Lincoln wins 42-31, goes to 19-5 and 7-0 in the Apollo Conference. Next broadcast, of course, is tomorrow night against Mount Zion. The girls have a game, and weather permitting, on Thursday night against Taylorville. The boys in action at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. It's time to send you back to the classic rock experience on the Nighttime Fix 96. This is Jay Harden. Good night, and thanks for listening.